Chapter 4 starts like any other chapter, with Sylvia falling off a ladder, Speed getting his face kicked in, Black getting murdered or something like that by Pearl, and that concludes our opening. While Pearl is busy murdering Black, or whatever it is she's doing, she just about forces Speed to take Sylvia into town. Speed had also forgotten that he was supposed to take Lazuli into town to get books, and, he gets his face beat in for it. What's new? Sylvia just about tells Speed that Lazuli likes him, and she tries to free Sylvia, but Speed blocks it, taking a hit, and then he proceeds to bitch about it after deciding to block the ice. Sylvia and Lazuli, soon after they enter town, argue about whether they should go to the bookshop or gift shop first and pull on Jolteon's hands. Yeah, Speed, that is an appropriate reaction, I do believe. Speed does end up getting Lazuli flowers as a compromise for not going to the bookshop first, or something like that. I don't know. She just about denies the flowers on accident, but she does end up taking them. So, hooray! And after some more shenanigans, Sylvia calling Speed Big Brother, which is just about the most awkward thing in this chapter, the three of them go into I want to say a coffee shop. But yeah, whatever. They go somewhere, and then there's a High Dragon and an Absol, and then there's Trace, Mago. And, they all show up and start shit-talking each other. Sylvia goes very spooky mode and just fucking destroys a wall. Like one does. And then we meet Guy. I'm gonna skip this part. Black watches Sylvia sleep, as nobody does, to be honest. I would hope. Then Gus the Gengar appears, scares the shit out of literally everyone, except Black. Speed admits his feelings for Leaf while talking to Sylvia, thinking it's Leaf. Some things never change, I suppose. Black jumps Gus. Boom, chapter end. That's the end of it. I am doing the same 3 rankings. I do thankfully remember them, even though my last chapter review was fucking 40 billion years ago. General story. There's a pretty damn decent general story here, and we get a good amount of character development out of Lazuli here, which I'm glad. That was the main thing out of this chapter. Obviously Sylvia. It really painted Sylvia as not as much of a childish bastard, which is a plus. I think I'll go ahead and give chapter 4 my AirPod case. Oh my god. Well, I don't even fucking care. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 on general story. I'm just gonna set that down. Dialogue. I find there's a lot in here that's really fucking funny. As well as, the more serious dialogue is pretty good. There's a lot of character development, pushes, the overall general story, and it's nice. So, for that, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Story development, like the overarching story that there really isn't a whole lot on the whole, Berserker plot and all that shit. Regardless of how much I hate it, that is, the big story. And that makes sense. Like I said in the last one, I believe we're still in the beginning chapters. There's not much of that. But, obviously, it's still pushing story. So also a 5 out of 7. In total, if you cannot do math, that would be a 20 out of 30. Really decent, honestly. I enjoy this chapter when I do decide to reread it, which is frequent. It's funny and honestly just a good read all around. It's light on its comedy, it doesn't try too hard, and yeah. I despawned for Tell days. Tell days. I despawned for 10 days. Despawned for 10 days. Loki got hella into drawing It's fun. I enjoy it. DeviantArt's kind of fun, not gonna lie. But I hope you guys have been having a good time recently. I apologize again for the very, very inconsistent upload schedule. It lands where it lands, I guess. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna sacrifice 11 and a half hours of sleep for one video. When I get them out, I get them out. And speaking of having a good time recently, I really hope my good pals have a good day, my buddies have a good evening, and my chums have a good night. Peace out.